Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to live Skittles here from Wallingford Sports Park at the ABM Skittles Club for Lads Night Out versus Remnants. Apologies for the late start, the previous game overran. So, Lads Night Out had two late changes in the order. Alan, the skipper, not playing this evening, but he has chosen Simon to go first, followed by Alex, then Andy. Young Albert, Tom and Matt. For Remnants, it's John, Ken, Greg, then Andy, Ian and Boz bringing up the rear.
Have you brought a coin?
We'll just go over now to the toss. We'll get the toss live for you here as these two titans square up to each other.
Whatever you like. 2p is my preferred.
2p.
It's nice and big, isn't it? We can see the writing on it, John, and work out what it is.
You ought to bring like an old penny or something for tossing purposes. Like top of the air.
Tails, please, John.
Tails called.
It's heads.
It's heads. Alan again lost the toss.
I'll let you go first, Robert.
John's going to put the Lads Night Out in first.
Are you ready? Whenever you... We're in no rush, but we're happy to kick off if you're good to go. So.
Right. So
We're going first? Yeah, we're going first.
we're going first. So
Once again,
for my 151st appearance for Lads Night Out, I'll
That served as well.
leave you in the capable hands of Skipper Alan.
Oh dear. Wow. Once again, the spin of the coin has fallen against me. It's terrible news, isn't it? Let's see what Newts can do today. Albert on his phone immediately there. Good to see him. Oh. It's a miss. Untroubled the sticker upper by this. Oh dear. He's got the old spawny 3 across the back there. Very much in need of warming up, I think, Newts. He was probably waiting too long at the SO for the rest of the team. 5 score. Maybe your hands got cold in that wait outside SO, Newts.
Maybe. No, I was wearing gloves. I can't blame a cold hand or a weak wrist.
Emptying his bladder.
5 scored.
I mean, have we got all the monies in there? Can you just count up for me? 3. Just 4 so far.
John now for the Remnants. There's a bit of movement in that first ball. Lots of movement across the alley.
Look at his stats this season. I don't think he's had a season for which he'd be particularly proud thus far. Let's see where we go. It's a nice start for 4 there, first ball. Second ball, not so much.
He's to capitalise now. That's looking...
It's
just rolled away to pick up the single. So, honours even. The lads getting away with that under par first performance by me.
Not very much a loosener, it felt like to me. It's just directionally flawed.
The balls
perhaps.
felt very dry, as if someone has come and sanded them a little bit. They need oiling, I think.
We have got new balls, but they won't, I believe, be introduced. It's a lovely first shot.
What a great first shot from Alex.
Loves position 2, the car position.
Now
What
then,
Brett
now
would now
then.
do would be just a miss.
That's unlucky.
Over and over again. Possibly for the rest of the game.
Has he got it? Looking good from here. The Slezak tickler. The tickler for the Fulda house, the 9.
He has been on form, Alex. I think last few appearances we've seen 30 plus from him, you know.
Always a strong performance. I'm always surprised he doesn't come out. He doesn't appear on the stats because he doesn't play as many as he.
I think the problem is you need to keep playing to keep in the groove, don't you, Newts?
That's true. It's easy. Although sometimes I find that your best performances happen after a little bit of a layoff. I don't know. Maybe you're not thinking about it so much.
Yeah, maybe. He has, of course, preloaded with Hayes in the keys
He has.
tonight. So let's see how that
Risky.
see that out,
Now,
how that
Ken.
fancies.
For Remnants. Still got the kingpin here. Angle to the left as you look at it, dear viewer. He's just found the gap there. The tempting gaps in Skittles. 4 scored from Ken. Remnants total equaling Alex's single effort.
Seeing as I'm here,
It's only fine. Has Albert remembered that it's him up next?
He's not.
Oh, he's not. It's Andy next.
Mr. Hayes.
Apologies.
Mr. Hayes. Oh, he's coming. He's coming slowly round.
The Welsh Wizard, late call up for the team. Andy Hayes.
Late statement of availability. I think.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because I've been waiting for him to say he could play because he's due to appear.
He was
his
so
very next
available,
game,
he was able to get down to the pub for a cheeky 1.5 before. Just takes the single.
It's been a little while since he's thrown a ball in
That's
anger.
been a while.
And not an angry man either. Thrown a ball in a gentle, calm way.
There he goes.
With
That's
a
looking
smile.
nice.
That's a nice shot. A bit unfortunate there.
Still.
He's still
He's got a little. He's got the quarter pin cluster there. Difficult to get all of
He's
them.
out the fine zone. So
Now then, this is looking lovely. Oh, just a little too straight, but a great score with the 7. Hammers home the advantage to the lads. After 3 have thrown for Lads Night Out, it's 21 pins against 9 for Remnants after their first 2. Greg now coming up in the number 3 slot. Work to do here.
I'm going to wander down actually.
Oh yes, took an extra bonus one. That was very good. 4 scored with that first one. Kingpin still available. Going very straight down the alley. Now then. Yes, he moves to the right-hand side of the alley, left as you look at it, to get that angle on the Kingpin, as he's done. That's pretty good. 7 from that lie is about the best you could expect there. So 16 pins to the Remnants after 3, 21 to Lads Not Out. Next up, young Albert. He's also sticking up this evening, wearing an excellent floral print top again. Oh, he's found the gap. Nothing wrong with that shot in particular. Just a few centimetres off on the aim. Now then. Oh dear. No. It's got to be a big kingpin now. Always tricky not to overthink it in these situations, and he's hit a good king. 5 scored. Oh, was it 4? 4 scored, sorry, 4 scored for Albert. I couldn't see there was 1 hidden behind. So 25 pins for the Lads Night Out after 4. 16 pins for Remnants after 3 with Andy now coming up. Confident stride up to the throw line. Chooses his ball. Cheeky 3 there. Quarter pin helped it on its way. Changes sides in the alley now. Looking for that kingpin. Just missed it. Sneaks the pin behind it. He's changing sides again, switching up here. Oh, he's missed. 4 scored. Five pins lead now for Lads Not Out with Tom Morgan. Fair to say under par this season. It's a solid first shot there. 4 scored. Kingpin still available. Powerful delivery. Oh, that was lovely. That just a shame that ball didn't roll a bit straighter and take that back pin with it. Still, 7 down after 2 balls. Has he got it? Oh, that's very good. Back to some semblance of his usual form there for Tom. 8 scored. Takes the lads' night out total to 33 pins after 5 have thrown. Remnants on 20 with Ian up next. Deficit of 13. Really needs to put a big score in here to make Matt feel any kind of pressure. Taking the back 3 out there. Second delivery now for Ian. That's nicely on target. Oh, that's lovely. Now a 9 here would put some pressure on. Lads not out, will still have a lead, but it would mean that Matt would have to cement it. No, he's pulled that. Well played, Ian. A well-deserved round of applause there for that very good 8. Matched his opponent Tom there. So 28 pins to 33. Remnants after 5 have thrown for each team. The lead is only 5 at the moment, so Matt really needs to lay down a 6 or above to make it a really difficult task for the Remnants. Finds the gap with the first one. A little bit of pressure here. A bit of a hush descends over the alley. Pulled it the other way. 3 down now. Really needs at least 3 more. He's found the gap. Just the 3 score now. Matt's 3 at the end of Lads Night Out first leg takes their pin total to 36. The Remnants are on 28. An 8 here will tie it, and Boz is no slouch when it comes to big scores. This is very much within his abilities. Big backswing. What a great shot. There's 6 with the first ball. Now then. That's a lovely shot. Got the 1. 1 pin behind now. Final ball in this first leg. Has he pulled it? Oh, he pulled it. Lads will probably feel they were let off that one. 35 pins to Remnants, 36 to Lads Night Out. That's 2 points to 0 after the first leg. So, straight into leg 2. John starting out for Remnants. He coming off a 5 in his first leg. Grounded that quite early in the delivery. Nicked a cheeky 2 from the rear. That's looking better. Nicely on target. Now it's a bit of an awkward lie here because of the angles are working away from the throw line, but certainly another 2 in it here if he gets that. Looking good. Yes, very good. Unfortunately for me, very strong comeback from the initial 5 with an 8. So, let's see what I can do.
Yeah. Well, you know, just, it's been a funny old start, but largely decent, I'd say. I've seen some. Sorry about that, listeners or viewers or whatever you are. little bit of a topper. I think he's got an unusually leaning back position for the microphone. Not what I'm used to. Oh, sneak the king for basically nothing. Always unfortunate. It's going across here. He's dragged it again. I don't think he's feeling it tonight, Newt. I'm just going to say that. He's abandoned the rad. Let's see what that brings for him. He's gone wide. He's managed to. Oh! Perhaps a rain backwards.
I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. Oh my dearie me. I really don't know how I got 7.
I knocked the microphone over, but that was before you did anything.
Oh, that's what that noise was. Is that well the coin? Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It's alright, I've tilted it. I've given it a rakish angle for the. Oh, there. I'll put it back. So, Ken now for the Remnants with his second leg. Ken coming from a 4 in the first. Oh, down the gaps again. Just 2 scored. Just 2. 2 scored for John there.
Did you change it for Ken?
2 for Ken, apologies, 2 for Ken. Not having a good time a bit there, 4 and a 2. Right, here comes Alex, fresh from his very nice 9 in leg 1. Oh, he did, didn't he? It just... Oh. Now this narrows his opportunities here, but very good accuracy, although he's left with this W formation.
It's not really a W, is it?
No, it's not.
Front and back now. It's funny.
He's swapped sides. I think he's pulled that. 5. No fines. Those of you who are regulars will know about the fines. If it's your first time, I'll just explain it. In the Team Lads Night Out, there's a little bit of a forfeit system. If you score below 5, you have to pay 20p into the curry fund. If you score a 0, unfortunately, it's a 50p. So apologies if you're confused.
When's inflation hit on the fines? We've been having the same one since
Skipper,
2012. Introduced by Gary Cooley.
And the same £1 entry fee. I mean, you know, so it shows you Skittles is the game you need to play if you're worried about rising prices.
Inflation doesn't touch it.
No inflation in Skittles, apart from at the bar and in egos. Right, so Greg now for Remnants, second leg. He's coming off a solid 7 in his first leg. Now he's left himself with a nice grouping here for a third ball. Now, is it straight? Oh, very good. So even with Ken's 2, a brace of 8s from John and Greg puts the pin total for Remnants after 3 to 18.
Junk me.
After 2, lads are on 12. So, Andy requires 6 pins for parity, and anything else is profit.
One in there, Give us a foamy one.
So, Andy Hayes now for the Lads Night Out.
Thank you, Tom.
Pulled that a little bit right, but it's fallen okay for him. The kingpin's still there.
It's a nice first one.
The angles are all good. Nothing to worry about. Now then, that's... Oh, just not quite enough impetus to carry that kingpin over and take another one with him. Now this is going to be interesting because he's got...
a different style, isn't he, Hayes?
He's a roller. What's he done here? It's a really good 7. He's kept us with a pin lead. It's good work there. After the first 3 have thrown for both teams, it's Lads Night Out on 19. Remnants on 18. Andy is up now for the Remnants, coming from a disappointing 4 in his first leg.
Probably, yeah. Is it another Vietnam-based stance?
Low stance as he delivers. Smack on the kingpin. A little bit, if anything, just a smidge too straight.
Absolutely spot on.
Yeah, it's just a little too straight. It's all. It's just fractions.
A little bit rocked,
Now then, he's got to go. He's got to go to the left as you look at it, viewers. Our right, because there's 3 available there. Oh, again, it nudged it, but didn't take it through. 5 scored. An increase on his first leg performance, but he'll be disappointed. 23 pins now for the Remnants. Lads Night Out. Albert is up next. We're on 19. So Albert needs a score of 4 to draw things level. He's coming off a 4 in his first leg, of course, which he was disappointed with. He's had a good run of form lately. Hopefully the floral jacket is going to bring him good luck again. Oh, the trick shot there, taking the middle pins out. Oh, he pulled that slightly. Didn't. Oh, just whiskered, not even a bonus. Now then. He really ought to go for that kingpin. He's pulled it slightly. Is he going to get a consolation too? He did. 5 scored from Albert again. Matching his opponent pin for pin, but it's an improvement of 1 on the first leg. And gives us the 1 pin lead and get back again. So after 4 have thrown for both teams, it's 24 pins to Lads Night Out, 23 to Remnants. Remnants with the honour, of course. It's Ian now, 5th leg. Coming off with an excellent 8 in the first leg. Lovely straight delivery. Almost 2 straight there, bulldoze its way through the middle. These 2 quarter clusters are quite tricky because of the straightness. Yeah, you see, that's the risk that the pin flies through and doesn't take anything out with him. Now, what's he going to do? He's thinking about, does he go for the left? Does he go right? He's going for the cluster to your left. Oh, and he found the gap. 4 for Ian there. He'll be very disappointed. Half of his first leg score. So, Remnants with a lead of 3, 27, but Tom's honour here. Tom coming off an 8, really good first leg for Tom. 3 is what he needs to draw things level, but he'll be looking for much more than that. Oh, looks like he hurt his hand there. Fell out of his hand there, and but it seemed to work, whatever it was. Second ball takes another 2. Now then, needs some accuracy, not so much power on this one, just a bit of accuracy, but the 9 is on. No, he went with the power. Power! Lovely 7. 8 and 7. What a great start. So, after 5 have thrown for both teams, Remnants on 27 pins, Lads Night Out on 31. A 4-pin lead. It's nowhere near what you could say a comfortable lead for the lads, especially as Boz has got some form. But let's see. Boz unlucky just to get a 7 on his first leg. Let's see what he can come up with. That big backswing again, very accurate. Bulldoze down the middle, but a bonus, that bonus rear pin, which makes things a little easier. Great big backswing. Oh! So, final ball. Can he get them? He's going for it again. Just the 1. 5 scored. Again, he'll be disappointed with that, I think. He'll be disappointed. 32 pins, the total for Remnants in leg 2. 31 for Lads Night Out. Only 2 required this time, Matt. Only 2. Matt, of course, coming off that 3, which very uncharacteristic for him. Now then, this is where Skittles becomes a bit of a mind game. He's got to put that performance out of his mind. That will help settle things down nicely. Nice lie here for a big score. Oh, yes. That's the way to come back from a 3 with a spare. Now then, what can he do with this spare opportunity? Always the risk, of course, that it goes sailing through the gaps, but here we go. Oh, smack on the key bit. Really unfortunate not to take more.
Every week.
Well done, Matt. A 13 spare. Seals the leg in style. 44 pins. Another win. That's 4 points. And now it's the 3rd leg and the beer leg, and it's me again.
Yeah. Set the target, Newt, if you could.
I'll try and set a target, some sort of target.
The thing is, but it's quite selfish in a way, Matt, because you can actually get that.
It's that spare right away.
Use it at an appropriate time, just wasted it. Typical of me. That's amazing. Another 3
Okay.
Is this my 99th appearance?
It is, yes. Yeah, your 99th. I did fail to remark after I mentioned that it was going to. Sit yourself down. Mr. Newton is certain he's going to have to dip into the old pocket here, I think. Let's wait and see what happens. Found the gap there, Joe. Hey? Did it have a little skip then? Oh, did it? 3 down. Still requires 2 to roll this over. Kingpin's still there for him. Oh, he's throwing it wide. I think he's just going to get a 1. You have got away with it. Are you doing the intimidating stand as if I'm definitely getting it? So all the mind games. I can't constant mind games for you, Newts.
I can't possibly concentrate on the hard stare.
We get one of those every game with you. Just do the little curl. Yeah, that is what. That's my trick. You do that. That's the thing. You do want me to go. There wasn't really anything wrong. I'm sure I can't do exactly the same again. Hey, that's it, mate. Well done. Yeah. How the free go.
Right, sorry about that. So, yes, I got away with that, winning a beer with a 5.
I say, the curry's had a terrible run recently. The curry fun. Look at this.
So now Alex for Lads Night Out has also posted a 5. Ken's coming off a 4 and a 2. So this is his chance to shine. First ball. Lovely shot on the king. That's put him in with a nice chance here to best his opponent, Alex. Oh, he's spun that out of his hand. It's not going to take anything. He's got a slight wrist twist as he lets go. Now he's played that. Oh! That just missed by about half an inch. We could see that from the commentary position. directly behind the throw line here. 4 scored from Ken.
Oh, thank you. Guess what's happened? Your stuff's run out, that's the other stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that happened, John. Nothing to do with us.
It's not us. So 10 pins to Lads Night Out, 8 pins to Remnants after 2.
I mean, this is, there's not rushing the hockey, there's not actually not
We're getting is there some psychological tactics here? Is there some gamesmanship?
basically, he's a gregarious chap.
He is a bit chatty, isn't he? Especially after he's had 5 ciders before the game.
I'd say he's at his absolute best.
He's at his peak. He's at peak performance. He has been a bit of a...
Perfectly good first ball there.
Yeah, the kingpin's gone now. He's got both quarter pins, but it's whether or not he can move the pins at the rear nearest to the camera. It's gone straight down there. Yeah, it's just... We have now got the infamous W.
Yeah, finally. I mean, did you? I hope you commented on the arrowhead formation when Albert had his go the other night. Because he's found the gap, I'm afraid.
Oh, that is the gap found. 4 scored for Andy. Fineage.
It's the fine zone.
Oh, he's put a pound in.
Change even. I mean, often we get targeted. Does this normally happen? No, just have to deliver a side of after everyone's seen Matt's go, hugely intimidating.
So, Greg now set a target of 4 by Andy. He has his honours even with a throw in hand. Now then, has he pulled this one? The gap. Oh, he takes it by 1. Takes it with a 5. Greg kind of bouncing around the scores, 7, 8 and 5. Thank you, Matt. Matt right there, handsome, rugged, taking over the scoring duties.
No problem.
Alan. No, last one. Back one. Don't worry.
Right, here comes Albert, coming off a 4 and a 5. He's in the ascendancy. Can he make it 6 or more with this beer leg? Great start. 4 with the first ball. Kingpin still available. Lovely grouping. That's looking nice. Oh! Just cut across the face of the king. Now he's taken an extra half step of run up this time. Powers the backswing.
Yes.
That's better. Oh! Unlucky not to take one more, but 6. He's going 4, 5 and 6. He's adding 1 pin to each successive score. So, after 3 have thrown for the Lads Night Out in this third leg, pin total is 20. Remnants are currently lying on 13 after 3. So, Andy, Albert's opponent, is also coming off a 4 and a 5. Can he match Albert with a 6? Whistles through with that first one. Just the 1 now then. Kingpin is still available, but pressure here. Oh, that's lovely kingpin strike. To make it a 6. Rolls over the beer with Albert and matches him pin for pin. 4, 5 and 6. So, after 4 have thrown for both teams, it's 19 pins to 20. Lads Night Out with a 1 pin lead as we go into the 5th player for each team. Tom Morgan coming off an 8 and a 7. Very strong start to his evening. Massive, massive kingpin. He's taken all 9.
Do it again!
Encore.
The only person who's done that is you. You're the only other. You've joined the right in the 9 with
Now
the
then,
single ball.
9 with a single ball is a bit of a special throw in Skittles, and he's done it with his first of this leg. Taken 3 with that one. He's still got the kingpin available. Now, there's a kind of still a bit of pressure here because he wants to maximise the chance, but what's he done? Oh, he's found the gap. That's unlucky. 12 spare there from Tom, 9 of which was with 1 ball. That's impressive.
It's like the ball went down and they went, we're just still going to give up.
So 32 pins now for Lads Night Out after 5. Ian for the Remnants looking to try and claw something back. He had an 8 in his first leg, a 4 in the second. They want to try and get back up to the dizzy heights of 8 if he can. Oh, found the gap again. Has he found the kingpin? Oh, it's whistled through. That's really unfortunate. Just a 2 scored there for Ian. I think the leg is in the bag for the lads. 21 pins, plays 32 after 5 have thrown. Matt can relax into this one and get another spare. The game is Matt. The leg is all but 1. But we would like Matt to make it a bit more certain. They do need a spare, but well, come on, Matt. We'd like to see some scoring in this final one. And he smashes the kingpin. Unfortunate not to get. Matt with the very unusual scorecard of 3, 13, and then 3. It's not often you bookend a 13 with a couple of 3s in Skittles, to be fair. So 35 pins for Lads Night Out at the end of the 3rd leg. Remnants are on 21, so a sort of miraculous score required from Boz. It's not impossible. And that's a great start. Now, if he clears all of these, the 14 spare is on. Has he got it? Oh, wow. Now he takes it to the wire. 5 for the draw.
You can get him one now, man.
Lads Night Out are currently 4 points to 0 in the game. So if he does take this to a draw, he keeps them in. If he loses this, the Lads Night Out have won the game, and then it's all about maximising the points. So let's see. Beautiful delivery. Oh! 4 scored, just 1 shy of doing it. That was an incredible 13 spare again. What a time to bring that in. 34 pins to 35. Lads Night Out take the beer leg and the game. 6 points to 0. But we've still got 2 legs to play, and it's all about the points now. It'd be nice to take a few more points off our opponents.
It's been a fun. I mean, that is harsh, isn't it? I really felt for Boz there because for the second time in this match, he hit the absolute perfect first ball, didn't he?
Peach.
So he did that first leg and the third leg there, and hammered on through. And actually, not a lot wrong with the final ball. I thought
No, if that
we would have absolutely
yeah.
applauded.
Yeah, absolutely.
About
that would have been
won the leg.
Well, in fact, it would have been great because it would have kept things going. You know, we'd have eaten that up. Now then. Oh, again unlucky. Very unlucky for John. 5 scored again. He's coming off a 5 and 8, a 4 and a 5, a little bit up down, but so am I. That's been enjoyable. There's been something for everyone, hasn't there, Alan? And on that note,
3 spares. 3 spares in a game. Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely.
I'm shattered.
We're only at the end of the beer leg, Tom. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do now.
It's been a roller coaster. I mean, Simon's he's been a little over tonight, hasn't he? He's not found his rhythm. I think he would freely admit that. So
He's due a big one.
he's had that cheeky 3 a couple of times now. Which
Gets a kingpin.
up to you, Newts. I mean, he's abandoned the rad. I sense discomfort in Newton tonight. I don't know what. Maybe
That'll do.
it's just about got away with it. Free go. It's been a funny go.
blimey, it's been quite hard work this evening. I'm not sure I've hit anything first ball all night, have I?
Yeah, I mean, what's your view on your work so far this evening?
Mediocre.
I mean that's generous.
Yeah.
Although in fairness, I mean you're looking at where are we at 22? We're in very much in your ballpark of averages, Nick.
Although, traditionally, I notice I'm riding a bit higher than that on the averages currently in the tables. 30. I mean, the dizzy heights are 31, I believe. Now then, so after the first for each side have thrown, it's square or 5 pins each. Ken, unlucky again, really. Pulls out another 5. So Alex coming off a 9 and 2 5s. If he gets another 5, we're all square, on as even, and can carry on. But Alex would like to see the dizzy heights of 9 again, I think. He's enjoying the by a whisker. Proverbial whisker, that one. He gives an incredulous look to his teammates. Now then, same shot. Oh, he's found the gap again.
I've got nothing to add here. I mean, he's come away from the rad.
5 with 1 ball required, really.
He's got some. He's had 3.
3.
Maybe it is the wonder stuff. Who knows?
Well,
so we got the jug.
I haven't got any money.
Newt, have you not topped from the jug?
No. Yeah.
I've got a half, but that's a different one to that one.
That's a doom.
But I used to buy around anyway.
Me too.
That's not doom.
No, that's do.
I'll have guests.
That's-
I'll have a bit of guests. I'll just put something there.
Guest's gone.
No, it's in that jug. Look, it's in that jug. Put some in Newton's glass. I don't know where Matt is on it.
Now then, Greg. Oh, and it wobbled, but it's not going to fall. Just 3 scored. It's turning into quite a low-scoring leg 4 here. So, after 3 have thrown for Remnants, their pin count is 13. After 2 for Lads Night Out, 8. Andy up next. Didn't need to be reminded this time by the skipper. He strode out promptly to the throw line. And he's coming off a 2 7s and then a 4. That's lovely. He's looking to capture that form that he had in legs 1 and 2 again. The beer leg was a bit of an aberration.
Say with that first ball. He's got the. He's It's one of them.
Taking the back one. There's an angle here for the clearance.
I mean, he's a rare bird in terms of appearances, but I mean, he tends to deliver.
Value for money there with an 8. Value for money. So, after 3 have thrown for both teams, Lads Not Out 16 pins, Remnants 13.
That's not his go. It's Andy first.
Some confusion there at the at your end, viewers.
Alex was down there.
Alex was
keen to help.
quick off the mark, wasn't he? He's buzzing from his 3.
I mean, I'm glad ever since I said the curry's not doing too well that we've really picked it up on the curry front.
We have. Now then. So first shot for Andy, found the gap. Low stance he's got there. He's found the gap with the second now, yeah. I wonder if that low stance is affecting his depth perception.
He's used to getting low, isn't he? He's sneak off the trend.
About as well as he could do there. Good pick up on the king. 4 pins. 17 pins to Remnants. Albert up now. Albert now only needs a 1 to draw level, so hopefully we can see
Albert and Andy are absolutely tracking on parity there.
They are.
It's been very interesting to watch.
So yes, that's true. Andy 4-5-6-4, Albert 4-5-6. Hopefully not a 4. Let's see.
See where it goes. It's looking a
good first ball. Lovely.
He's got the 4.
I think the 4 is in the bag. Nice grouping here with the quarter pin.
Still there. It's a possible clearance.
Just tweaked. Needs to really go for that quarter pin again, and hopefully he can use the angle. There's a chance for a clearance.
I mean,
it'll work the angles.
He's got a couple, maybe. Just the 1.
Oh! Solid 6 again. 4-5-6-6. So that means after 4 have thrown for both teams, there's a bit of a lead. 17 pins to Remnants, 22 to the Lads Night Out.
I'd forgotten that's worth a J2O there, isn't it? If not more.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Albert has taken a beer, with in heavy inverted commas, as he of course is not of age yet. Now then, Ian for the Remnants. Still got the kingpin there. Not a bad lie, I'd say. Oh, that did whistle past him.
I thought it was bending
fag paper.
Any comments on the belt?
It's a colourful belt. I wonder if it has an S clasp.
Oh, there we go.
So 5 for Ian. Second best score of the evening. He's come off an 8, a 4, a 2, and then a 5. Looks like he's winding back up.
The reggae involved in tonight's selection has pleased me, I'd say.
Yeah. So that's 22 pins for the Remnants after 5 have thrown. 22 pins for Lads after 4 have thrown. So Tom Morgan coming off his 12 spare. I wonder if you can repeat the 9 with 1.
I mean, I've seen it 3 times.
It's a skittling unicorn, isn't it?
A bit of ZZ top.
He's cleared out the middle and he's got
tweaking for that first ball. Otherwise,
got the arrow formation.
Yeah.
Just fell out of his hand there a little bit. He looked a little bit unbalanced. Yeah. The leg was cocked to sort of counterbalance him.
Like a dog.
No, rather more like a. Well, no.
Just asking.
Although he has marked his territory this evening, to be fair. 6 is perfectly acceptable given his score. 28 pins now to 20. There's a 6-pin lead. Now then, Boz though is coming off his fantastic under pressure 13 spare.
I mean,
and Boz can put Matt under some pressure here.
Such a classy skill.
It's very interesting. If you watch his action, he's got a huge backswing.
Very high.
And yet very controlled
similar.
release.
Pete Avery, very similar high release. Who else were we watching? Who were we playing last week? I think one of the Royal Albrights as well. Very high release.
Just watch this high backswing and then such a controlled release of the ball.
That's the difference, I think. You don't often see it with such control.
Yeah. So, Kingpin is still on here. Bowling towards the camera. Oh, that's unfortunate.
How long do you think it is before we can get 2 cameras going on you to really see the full picture from the area? What's your view on that?
Well, for a multi-camera setup, we need laptops and a better data connection than the Wallingford Sports Park's communal Wi-Fi can provide. At the moment, the single camera on my phone on 4G is absolutely acceptable. Okay. So Boz there, following his 13 with only a 3.
I mean, he's been watching Matt, hasn't he? He's been watching
25
Matt
pins scored from the Remnants in a leg 4. 28 pins currently. Matt has a free go. He needs to redeem himself for his 2 threes. It'd be nice if he can go 3-13, 3-13, wouldn't it?
You've got the old interesting 4 there. I've seen those 4 go a lot. He's missed him.
He has missed that. It'd be nice for him to finish with something other than a 3.
I don't think he hasn't got he's got at least a 4, you know, don't.
There we go. 6 will do.
So what about the 3s for you?
34 pins to 25. It's another win on a leg. That's not out currently. 8 points to 0, and it's me to start things off in the final leg.
Last leg.
Better than a free go. I genuinely. I don't have a chat myself.
Is this your selection, man? Give me all your love. Gimme all your loving. I do own this record, actually, Eliminator. I've got that at home. I don't think it's annexed to the special collection where it used to be either. Another miss. And that's a bad miss. You need 6 for your average, mate. Come on. It's not 6 there. It's 3.
That wasn't even, no, it's not worthy of applause there. I'll toss the fine money in there. 25 scored for me. 3 below my previous average. 30. 30, I think it was. 30 points something. Anyway, so a 3 scored in that leg. What can John do? John needs to punish me. John's not got a lead on me since leg 2. It'd be good to. He'd be looking to give Remnants a bit of a lead off in trying to get a token 2 points. Oh, is it?
You're overcooking yourself. Has John gone 5 so far?
I was thinking of my average in 2020, Alan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your 2020 average is pretty tidy. There's a couple there.
Just the one. So 6 for John. Good finish. It's his second highest leg of the evening. He finishes on 28, the score of dreams, 28.
I mean, that's
And more importantly, he's given the Remnants a 3-pin advantage here to try and rescue a cheeky couple of points.
Moved back to the old wobbly centre pin there again that we've had for him before.
Perhaps it threw Slezak off. Now then, he's lost the kingpin there, but
it's all right. He's had. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
He's making slightly heavy weather.
He is making heavy weather.
Super ball? Do we ever say that?
No.
Really?
Oh, he's pulled out.
He's
Why don't I look at the ball?
4 scored for Alex there. That's not how. I mean, I wonder if the lads have relaxed now that they've won the game by scoring 8 points. I wonder if they've just relaxed because the game's won. They're not thinking the bigger
The game
picture.
was won in the last leg, wasn't it? And we didn't. I mean, I felt after a little bit we doubled down a little bit. So
Oh, he span into the gap there. He's. I mentioned this earlier. Ken has a tendency to do a quite a high release, but with a flick of the wrist. As with Brian Archer for the Lads Night Out, sometimes that works beautifully and sometimes it doesn't.
well, I mean, with Brian, I mean, let's consider his position. The average is. I mean, we got his. Where's he out there? It's full.
Ah, there. He's taking a cheeky fall there.
I mean, Brian's.
Well played, Ken. He's had a bit of a rough night. 19 pins scored for Ken. So, Ken has matched Alex's 4, and so it's still a 3-pin advantage to the Remnants after 2 have thrown for both teams.
Yeah, you see,
Andy Hayes. Andy Hayes, 2 7s and an 8. Shame about the 4 on the beer leg, but Andy Hayes is, you know, he's put the work in this evening. 3 per ball. That's
He's a solid citizen.
what you're looking
he
for.
He just doesn't play for us enough, I think. That's all I've got to say on the matter. I mean,
he has limited availability due to his hectic
he says
calendar.
that. Sometimes he just can't be asked to fill in the doodle news. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's true. Well, he is an IT professional, so the last thing he wants to do in his downtime is more IT work. Perhaps if you mailed him some sort of parchment he could fill in was it a Let's Pocket diary that he could let you know.
It's not going to
He's
find
walking
it.
away with a dismissive wave of the hand there. 5 scored for Andy. He's not going to be particularly pleased with that, but 31 pins, really good. Good outing for Hayes. First outing in a while, 31. Definitely take that. So, after Lads Night Out, after 3 have bowled for Lads Night Out, they've got 12 pins, quite a lowly target. 10 pins already for the Remnants, with Greg number 3 here.
Game so far, isn't it?
Greg squeaks a 3 out of that one there. The broken arrowhead formation has been left, just chipped on one side. That's moved into the gap, just drifted off the centre line. It looked great for the first third of the alley. It was perfect. Yeah, he's got quite a low crotch. Bang on the kingpin. 6 scored for Greg. He's going to be happy with that. He started off so well with a 7 and 8, dipped to a 5, then a 3, and to come out with a 6, he'll be pleased. 29 for Greg, just one below the sort of the par score in Skittles of 30. More importantly, from the team point of view, he's given a 4-pin cushion. It's now 12 pins to Lads Not Out.
Literally a 4-pin cushion.
16 pins to the Remnants after 3. Now, young Albert, the youngest member of the squad, the most florally printed.
It's a good shot.
That's a cracking shot.
Exactly.
5 with
It would have
1.
been nice if he tweaked that last.
It would have been just a bit more power, perhaps.
But
But he's only young. He'll learn. He'll learn.
He'll be happy with this.
He's got many years ahead of him.
A little bit, yeah.
It's all right. His 6 has
Is he
scored.
gonna land in the round? Interesting question. No.
Now he's on now for his top scoring leg of the evening. He just needs to hit something, and it looks like he will. Oh! Just split the 2 with the pin, but that was a lovely 7. Top skittling from young Hansel. 28 scored, a 4, a 5, 2 6s and a 7. What a great second half he's had. Beer leg up has been great for Albert. So, after 4 have thrown for Lads Night Out, it's 19 pins. A reminder that the game is won. Lads Night have won. They're currently 8 points to Remnants 0. Remnants will be desperate to try and take 2 points out of this by winning this last leg, just to help them in the division rankings. Lads obviously would love to get another whitewash under their belt.
Well, it'd be very rare. I don't know when the last 10 that we had. Yes, I mean, have we had one this season? I don't think we had one this season. We don't like to do it. We're not that kind of team.
Andy for the Remnants now. That gap, those gaps are magnetic in skill. Once you create a gap, it's amazing how often the ball just gets sucked in. Now, the kingpin is available. He's missed it again, that gap. We've all been there. We've all been there. Your commentator included. Just 2 scored for Andy. Now that lets the lads off, because after 4 have thrown for both teams, the scores are Remnants 18 pins, Lads Night Out 19.
Just going to predict that Matt's going to have a job on here. Finally, he's going to actually have to do something.
So Tom now a magnificent innings so far. 8, 7, 12 and 6.
Yeah, so
He'd want a lovely big finish here.
3 plus these.
Lovely big finish he's wanted. He's found the kingpin again. What a lovely noise that
That's
is.
the thing, when Tom finds it, and it's but he's had 2 months of
poor run.
disappointment, and he's been frankly it's a lovely shot. It's been great stuff to watch, isn't it? Tonight?
Now then, wouldn't he love it to end on a clearance? And he's pulled it!
Welcome back.
Fantastic.
Yeah, not that bloody shyster who works out how to Is that 42? Yeah. The meaning of life, Tom?
So, 42 pins for Tom. 42 from 5 legs. Getting excited about 42 from 5 legs. Excellent. So, Lads Night Out with a 10 pin advantage, 28 pins to 18. Ian, the number 5 for Remnants, needs a clearance now. Oh, the kingpin is still there, and actually the angles are okay here, but he's got to nail it. No. 5 scored. Or is the guest dead, is it? There's no new guest. Guest / Doombar, please.
Yes, it's very nice, Simon.
Is it new guest?
Yeah, new guest.
Oh yes, new guest, please.
New guest.
Thank you, new guest.
New guest. New guest.
So, Matthew, coming off a bizarre 13, 3 and a 6. He'll want to finish with a blaze of glory. Straight down the middle. Now he's going to clear down the left side as we look at it. You're right. These are always tricky, getting these quarters out because of the angles. Swaps over. Oh! A little snarl of disappointment from Matt, but I think with that 13 spare in there, he can still be pleased with that. So let's have a look. What's he finished on as a total? 30. He's ended up with 30, a 13 spare and still only had a 30. That's unusual. Now then, Boz also with a 13 spare, coming off a 7, a 5, a 13 and a 3. 33 pins at the moment with 10 pin lead. Oh. Beautiful, beautiful control from Boz. He takes the 9 now. He only needs to hit 2 required.
Yeah, no, I'm not finishing. Yeah, I'm just doing my addition. Because I've done the acting.
So, can he get 2? Normally you'd certainly fancy this, but there's a lot of pressure here. He's found the kingpin, not the gap. Well-deserved round of applause for both teams as Boz manages to pull out another 13 spare. 2 13 spares, fantastic effort there. And he takes the final leg, consolation 2 points for the Remnants, 36 to 33. So Lads Night Out win 8-2. A thoroughly enjoyable game, I hope you'll all agree. We're just going to do the handshaking now. But I hope you enjoyed the live Skittles, and we'll see you again next time here at the ABM League in Wallingford in Oxfordshire. Good night.
Thousands of go and shake hands.